everybody, now welcome back to our teaching. This is session 9 of our class. Today we are going to learn have and have got. So at the end of the session you all will be able to use have and have got in both your spoken and your written English. You also will be able to distinguish between the usage of have and have got, as we have known. The usage of have and have got is very controversial in some countries, for example, in Australian English. Have and have got is very close in meaning, but in some usage, have can be used, but have got is not. So now we would like to look at the general form of have and have got in affirmative, interrogative, and in negative forms. For the affirmative form, you use the subject plus have or has. For have got, you use subject plus have or has got. Now, when you talk about the word have, for example, you use the subject I, you, we, they, have. And for the third person singular, you use the pronoun he, she, and it plus has. Again, you use I have, you have, we have, and they have. For the third person, he has, she has, and it has. For have got, you use I have got, you have got, they have got. For the third person singular, you use he has got, she has got, and it has got. Now we look at more examples. You can say I have got a book. It means you have a book. You say she has a book, means she has got a book. I can say that I have some money in my pocket right now. You also can say I have got some money right now. Just remember one thing. You say I have a book or I have got a book. For have got, you can make the abbreviation form. You can say I've got a book, but you cannot say I a book. That's it. So the word have, you cannot make the abbreviation, but have got, you can make it, can use it in the abbreviation form. For example, I have got, you can say I've got. You have got, you say you have got. We have got, you say we have got. They have got, you can say they've got. She has got, you can say she's got. It has got, you can say it's got. That's it. Okay. If you talk about the negative form, you can have a look at the unit or the slide for today. For the negative form, you use don't or doesn't to make the negative one. The auxiliary verb don't or doesn't are used for different subjects. For example, I, you, we, they, we use don't for making the negative form. For example, I don't have a book, you don't have a book, they don't have a book, or we don't have a book. But you cannot say I doesn't. For the word doesn't, you can only use with the third person singular. For example, he, she, it doesn't have. Okay, for have got or has got, you say I have got, but the negative form is that I have not got. Or you can say I haven't got, you have not got. Or you can say you haven't got, they have not got. Or you can say they haven't got. That's it. In this point, you can say that I've got a cold, or you say I have a cold. I am having a cold, but you cannot say I I have got thing or something like that. For the word have got cannot be used in the continuous form, but for have, yes, you can use it in the continuous form. Now, okay, well, I'm going to show you some more differences, but not in this slide. Let's move to the next. Beside the affirmative form, the negative form, we have another form called interrogative or the question form. For the interrogative form or the question form is used to ask question. If you want to ask question, you use the interrogative form. In order to make the interrogative form, you use do I blah blah blah. But in here you say do I have. The question mark is at the end after have blah blah. But this one I just want you to make more examples. The question mark is here, the one is not here. Sorry. Okay, you say that do I have blah blah blah. For example, do I have something in my desk? Do I have something in your bag? Okay, that's it, the question. Or you can say do you have a book? Do you have a pen? Do we have some more parties in this week? Do they know you? Sorry, that's not about now. Do you have more preachers? Do you have more money? Do you have something to tell me? That is the question by use do you. So just remember, in order to make the question form or interrogative form, you put do or does at the beginning of the sentence, following by the subject blah blah plus have. This one is the base form of have. You cannot use has or had. For have got, you use have plus subject are you, he, she, are you, we, they, and then got. For example, have I got something in your bag? Have you got something in your bag? Have we got something in our bag, or have they got something in their bag? For the third person singular, you use he, she, or it. Has she, has he, or has it got something? Has she got a dinner? That's it. Okay, well, have got and has got. When you use have or have got to say something in mind, for example, you say that I have got a nice garden, or you can say I have a nice garden. In the first sentence here, or in the third sentence here, I would like to jump up to the third one. I don't have a house with a garden, or you can say that I haven't got. I have got a house, or you say I have got a house. In the negative form here, sorry, I jumped too quick. I would like to show you that in the first two sentences, the affirmative form, and this is the negative form, and this is the question form. But just remember one thing, that the word have and have got showing the possession, the meaning is, I can say that it seems like completely the same, but you have to think which one is formal or more formal. But in this unit we are not going to discuss which one is more formal or which one is more polite, but we want you to remember that have and have got can use to show the possession, and the meaning is very close. Okay, again, have and have got. This is the affirmative form. In order to make the negative form for have, you use don't or doesn't. You don't have, or he doesn't have. But for the form of have got, you won't say you don't have got, but you say you haven't got. That's it. Just put not between the word have and got. Another form is called question form. For the question form, you use do or does. when you use have. For example, do you have? Or does she have? Or does he have? But for have got, you don't need do or does to make the question, but you just put have in front of the sentence, following by the subject and then got. That's it. This is the question form. Have you got a house? That's it. Just remember again and again, I have been saying, if you have more questions, please take your book and note it down. You go back to the class, on-campus class, you can ask me questions. But if you don't have the on-campus class, you can contact me through the phone call. If you have my number, you can check my number at the timetable you have, yes, or you can go to our school and then ask for my phone number from the receptionist. Now we are going to study more example, and first of all we would like to have a look at the forms. In here, for the affirmative form, you use the subject plus have or have got plus object. Yes, I am sure that you can make some more examples. Now take out a piece of paper and then use all the forms of have and have got, and then in the negative form, subject plus don't or doesn't plus have and then plus object. If you use have got, you use subject haven't got and then plus object. And or for the question, you use do does plus subject plus have plus object. Or for have got, you use have or has plus subject plus got plus object. Use all this form and then start making sentences on your own. Okay, well, I suggest you to use 5 sentences. To make 5 sentences by using each form. For example, have got in the positive, in the affirmative form, you make it 5 sentences. Have got in the negative sentence, make it 5 sentences. And then has got, for example, make more 5 sentences of the affirmative form, and 5 is in the negative form, and 5 more in the question form. So it is not much, but you can do it, I think. Okay, well, go on everyone. Now we will have a look at some more examples. I say I have a new car, or you can say that I have got a new car. For me now, I've got a motorbike and then a car. I can say I have a motorbike, or I have got a motorbike and a car. I have a bus. Can you say I've got a bus? Okay, go on. Think and say yes or no. In the second example, she has got a long hair, or you can say she has long hair. Do they have any children? But you won't say have they any children. In order to make question, as I have said, in order to make question, you need do or does to put in front of the sentence. Place it in front of the sentence, following by the subject and then plus have. Have in here is the base form. It's not about have got. Only the form of have got can be made question by placing have in front of the sentence, following by the subject and then got. But for have and has, you can make the question only when you put do or does in front of the sentence. Okay, that's it. Okay, you say Tim doesn't have a job, or Tim hasn't got a job. But you cannot say Tim has done a job. In the previous language, English language, in the past they used this one in British English, but nowadays you won't use this one in the formal language. So I can say that it is wrong for the present English. Okay, well, everyone, please make more examples by using all have and have got. I would like to jump to the next slide. Okay, now everyone, these two sentences, each pair, they have the same meaning. You say that you use have or have got, showing your something related to your health. For example, you said that I have got a headache, or I have a headache, and then I don't have a cold, or you can say that I haven't got a cold. Do you have flu, or have you got flu? That's it. They are showing about your health. Are you healthy? You can use have and have got if you have some problems. For example, I've got a sore throat, or you can say I have sore throat. That's it. You see that? Okay. Think of the question and bring your question to the class. Now, as I have promised, I will show you some differences in English language of the usage of have and have got. You can say that I have breakfast, but you won't say I've got breakfast. For spoken language, it seems like okay, but if in the formal language, you won't use like this. For the spoken language means that you use it in your everyday speaking in order to make people understand, unless your friend can understand. Okay, again, I usually have breakfast. You won't say I usually have got breakfast. You can say I don't usually have breakfast in the negative form, but you won't say I usually haven't got breakfast. In the question form, you say do you usually have breakfast, but you won't say do you usually have got breakfast. That's wrong. So about breakfast, lunch, dinner or supper, you won't use have got. Okay, when you do the action, please use have rather than have got. Okay, now everyone, it's time for you to practice. Now, I have some practices for you. I would like you to spend 5 minutes doing these exercises. Okay, now it's time to practice. Do it and check it. If you are not sure about the answer, please bring your question to the on-campus class. Okay, 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Have a go. Well, everyone, 5 minutes is not yet it's time, but I want to show you the answer because I don't want to kill you the time. How about the answer? Should I show you? I've come up with something new. I won't show you the answer, but I want you to practice and work with your partner. Discuss this one. Find someone that you think that you can find have related to the usage of have and have got. Check your answer with him or her. If you are not sure about the usage of have and have got, or you are not sure with the answer of these exercises, please bring the question to the class for the next session. Again, that is on-campus class. Okay, thank you very much for today's lesson. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.